So when your nervous system is healthy, your whole body, mind, spirit, it glows in perfect balance. In this video, I'm going to break down how your nervous system is sabotaging your glow up. So we're going to talk about what the nervous system is, why it's important, and how an unregulated nervous system is keeping you ugly. I'm just kidding. We're beautiful here on this side of the internet. But when you feel like you can't reach your full potential, yeah, it's probably because your nervous system is a hot mess. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about ways to regulate your nervous system. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button down below. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Timestamps are down below. Jump around to whatever section you are interested in, but I would definitely recommend you watch the whole video. So let's start off with what is the nervous system and why is it important? So in baby language, the nervous system is just a system of cells and tissues that work together to send signals all across the body. So these signals help you to interact with the world around you. So it helps you to see, it helps you to smell, to touch, to taste, to feel, everything. So it helps you to process information. So it's responsible for the thinking part of the brain, and it also allows you to make decisions. And the nervous system also controls a lot of things without you even realizing it. Things like your heartbeat, your breathing, your digestion. And if that wasn't enough, it handles more complex things like your emotions and muscle movement. So yeah, it's a big deal. So now that we see how important this system is because it controls every single part of the body, you're probably starting to understand why an unregulated nervous system could be your worst enemy. So when your nervous system is not balanced, it impacts your overall appearance, your health, your mindset, and it just makes it harder to achieve that ultimate glow up that we all desire. Stress, when it's chronic, it triggers various physical and emotional responses that show up in ways that we don't associate with our mental health. So in this section, I want to break down and give you some examples of how stress affects your glow up and examples of ways that we might be unknowingly put our nervous system under constant stress. So the first thing is that stress will show up in your skin. So you know when your friends tell you, oh, you're looking so tired, oh, your skin's so dull, you're not glowing anymore. Yeah, it's because that stress is sucking the life out of you. So when you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and this leads to you having oily skin or clogged pores or even prone to acne. And this also stops your cell's ability to repair itself, meaning that it's harder for your skin to get better because you are under that constant stress and because of all of those cortisol hormones. And then you have that dull, tired looking, ugly skin. Who wants that? You know, when you've had that stressful week at work or at uni, or you've had that fight with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and then you start breaking out like a maniac. Yeah, it's because cortisol is coming for you, and that is stealing your radiance, honey. Number 2 is chronic stress leads to digestive issues. Have you noticed that when you're stressed out about anything in your life, you start having digestive problems? You either start getting really constipated or you get diarrhea. Yeah. Stress directly affects your digestion because it puts your body into fight or flight mode. This diverts your energy away from processes like digestion, which leaves you feeling bloated, constipated, or with other digestive issues. And a stressed gut can lead to poor nutrient absorption. So this leaves your skin not receiving the vital nutrients that it needs to have that glow. And that is why it's so vital to take care of your gut health. So make sure you're eating a variety of different fruits and vegetables and, you know, whole foods like earthy foods so that you can get the ultimate glow. Number 3 is a lack of sleep from constant stress. Chronic stress leads to poor sleep habits, and these poor sleep habits means that your body is unable to repair itself because it regenerates overnight. And if you're not getting enough sleep, then your body will not be able to repair and regenerate the cells, tissues, and balance the hormones that it needs to. So without enough rest, your skin starts to look saggy, you start getting dark circles, or even your skin might just start looking a bit pale. And this can come up in your life like always chasing those work deadlines, trying to keep up with friends and family obligations, and just personal struggles that can leave you sleepless. Now I know I can really relate to this because these past few months I have been really struggling to sleep and it was getting on my nerves, and that is why I had to start taking melatonin because it is working like a dream. I can finally sleep. But everyone gets stressed. No one is above stress, but you just have to learn how to manage it. And we're going to talk about that later on in this video. Number 4 is stress and emotional eating. Now, most people, including myself, turn to comfort food during stressful times. So these foods are often high in sugars, fats, and salts, which lead to inflammation inside of the body. It includes weight gain and fatigue. Inflammation is like the mafia boss of conditions like puffiness or indigestion, acne, obesity. You know that time when you were stressed out and you reached for that bag of chips? Yeah, I ate the whole bag. But over time, this causes your body to gain weight, to lose your complexion and your glow, and it also lowers your energy levels because your body is not getting the right nutrients that it needs to function, because all of these processed foods have no nutritional value. And that is why you need to make sure that most of your diet is nutritional dense food. Number 5 is muscle tension and posture. Stress can cause physical tension in the body, especially in the shoulders, in the neck, and in the jaw area. This tension doesn't just cause a physical discomfort, it also negatively impacts your posture. You know that feeling when you're overly stressed about everything in work and then you just feel like there's a heavy load on your shoulders? That's what I'm talking about. And over time, this leads you to have poor posture. So you're going to be like crouched up. And if you saw a person walking like this, you wouldn't feel like they are confident. That is why it's stealing your glow from you, because a confident person has good posture. They're walking with their shoulders back. They're walking head high. So that's why it's important to keep an eye on your posture. Number 6 is elevated cortisol levels accelerates the aging process. And this is because of your chronic stress. So high cortisol levels break down collagen, which is the protein that is needed to keep your skin looking elastic and youthful, which leads to fine lines or wrinkles and saggy skin, which we want to prolong as much as possible. Have you noticed that the people that are stressing a lot in their life, they have more wrinkles on their face no matter what age they are? And there's other people that are very happy and optimistic about life, and they're not just like complaining about everything, and you can see how much more youthful they look. So it really does make a big difference. Chronic stress also leads to anxiety, which then leads to a distorted version of how we perceive ourselves. So then we start to perceive ourselves in a negative light and start talking down at ourselves. And when you're constantly anxious and in a state of worry, it's hard to see yourself in a positive light. So you start talking down at yourself, you start doubting yourself, and you lack confidence. And this inner turmoil also affects how others perceive you, because then you start acting all weird and you start being a people pleaser and you start doing the most for other people, and that just makes you unattractive. Stress can also lead you to feeling overwhelmed or exhausted, and this can lead you to having a sedentary lifestyle. So there will be less blood circulation. Your energy levels are going to drop. You're not going to have that much muscle tone. And all of this is crucial for a healthy glow. Number 9 is excessive screen time can cause you chronic stress, because we all know when we're stressed out, we start going on our screen, scrolling for hours and hours aimlessly, not learning anything, not making our brain work in any sort of way. And we're just looking at that phone screen. And that blue light emitted will disrupt your sleep, leading to more stress. And that leaves you feeling drained and unable to recharge. And the last one is that when you're overly stressed, you get stuck in an unhealthy routine. We literally fall into routines that do not serve us, and then we just stay there because it's so familiar and comfortable. Like, it's easy just to stay up late. It's easy to eat whatever we want. It's easy to skip at that workout. So we get stuck in these bad routines, and these behaviors increase your stress, damage your nervous system, and leave you feeling drained. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. I would appreciate it so much, and leave a comment as to what is causing your nervous system to be a wreck right now and what you're going to do to control it, because I know you can. Let me know down below. Now, how are we going to break the cycle? How are we going to break the cycle so we can achieve the ultimate glow up that we want? Because you have to free yourself from all of these stressful situations. There are external circumstances that you are allowing to affect you and how you move. Just because you're feeling a certain way, it doesn't mean your actions need to be in sync with these feelings. No. Just because you have a feeling, it doesn't mean you need to act on that feeling. Actions and feelings are two completely different things. We always get them muddled up, but just because you feel something, it doesn't mean you need to act on it. So the first trick that works wonders, and literally everyone should do this. Everyone, because everybody has stress in their life, and everyone needs to learn how to manage it, because this makes such a big difference. And it's so simple. It's breathing. Yes, I said breathing, but it's controlled, focused breathing. Yes, we breathe every single day, every second of the day, but you're doing it automatically. Your body is doing it for you. But this one, you're going to focus. You're going to do the 4-7-8 method. So you're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8. And do that a couple of times. Do that in a few rounds. and you'll start to feel how relaxed your body is feeling. Go inside and feel how your body is feeling. Stop concentrating on all the noise. Literally, put some relaxing music on, or just go in a room where there's no sound at all and just do some breathing, and you will feel the difference in minutes. Number 4, I know it sounds like all rainbows and donkeys or whatever it's called, rainbows and unicorns, but you need to practice mindfulness. The reason why this is so important is because I'm not going to lie, I've been feeling so moody lately. Like, I'm not even joking. I think it's because I was sick, but a bit before that as well. I wasn't really feeling so great. And I wasn't being mindful of what I was thinking, of what I was eating, of the content I was consuming. I wasn't being mindful of any of that. And all of that is feeding into my soul, into my brain. And that is what wires us to behave a certain way. So I wasn't being mindful at all. Now, I know it sounds like all cute and rainbows and ponies, but trust me, it will make such a difference. As soon as you have a bad thought, you need to counteract it with a positive thought. No, I'm learning. No, everyone has their own journey. No, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm in my learning stages. There is something that I need to learn, and that is why I haven't received what I need to receive. Because when we're not mindful of how we're thinking, of what we're eating, of what we're consuming, then everything just takes over us and we're not in control anymore. Our external environment is controlling us, and that is literally what has been happening to me for the past few weeks, and I haven't been feeling myself. But I'm starting to get back in control because I'm becoming more aware of my actions, of my thoughts, of what I consume on the internet. So you need to be mindful of every single thing in your environment, even the people. Number 3, you know I was going to say this, is move that sexy body. Exercise releases endorphins and lowers your stress hormones. So why would you not do it? It's going to help you get that slimmer, sexier stomach. It's going to help regulate your hormones. It's going to give you those happy hormones. So why not? Guys, I'm not even joking. If you can't be bothered to like go to the gym, go do yoga, go do Pilates, there's this workout online, and it's literally just a fun walking workout, but it's not just walking, like you do some exercises with it, but it's so much fun. And I will link to one of the girls down below that I've been doing. I've just been enjoying it, and I literally do it on a mat at home because I was a bit sick, so I felt a bit weak, so I didn't go to the gym or do anything so much, but I was doing some like walking at home, and it was so fun. Like, I kid you not, you might love it, you might not, but it's a workout that you can do in your room at home on a mat. You don't need that much space, and it was amazing. So no excuses. So number 4 is you need to nourish your body with whole foods. So make sure you're eating foods are rich in magnesium, B vitamins, and also antioxidants, because these will all help to support your nervous system and reduce that stress. So things like spinach, nuts, blueberries, dark chocolate, even avocado and olive oil are all great for the nervous system. I know a lot of you guys have heard of this one, and that is cold exposure. So my body cannot tolerate the cold, but if you can, then I would definitely say do this one, because it activates your vagus nerve and regulates your nervous system, and it also helps to reduce inflammation and just improve blood circulation overall. So if I could, I really wish I could, but because my body doesn't regulate body temperature properly, I can't do this one because of my Hashimoto's. I would struggle so much. Last time, this is a side note, but story time. Last time I went ice skating, and I got so cold to the point like I nearly vomited because my hands felt like they were bleeding, and I just felt so sick to my stomach. And that was me wearing a big coat, just ice skating, like fully clothed. So I cannot do cold exposure, but if you can, I would definitely recommend it. Prioritize rest and sleep. Now, from before, you understand how important sleep is to repair the tissues and cells and rejuvenate them overnight. So make sure you are prioritizing sleep. You don't need to go out with your friends. You need to be looking good, looking sharp, and full of energy the next day. So quality sleep will restore your body and help your nervous system to repair itself. You can even try chamomile tea, soak it in hot water for like 5 to 10 minutes, I would say. That's when it would be really strong, and then it might knock you out. If not, then, you know, if you're really struggling, you can try taking melatonin, but I would definitely recommend only take it for a short period of time, just so that your body can get used to sleeping, and then try to sleep by yourself at that time, and hopefully it will work out. Number 7 is engage in positive social interactions. Now, I know it's so hard in this world to find a happy group of people, but they are out there. You just have to find them. You can also join my Telegram, link will be in the description down below, because connecting with others in a meaningful way will reduce your cortisol levels levels, and we know that is the ugly hormone that we do not want coming near us, and it boosts your oxytocin levels. That's your bonding hormone. So this helps you feel connected and uplifted, and it's so good for your health. And we all know that laughter is the best medicine. So go out, go laugh, go play, stop taking life so seriously, because one day we will all be gone. Make sure you ground yourself, go out into nature, try to go out in a place that's more earthy, not covered in like city and buildings and all of that jazz. So try to go in a place that's more like mountainy or more nature, and that will be so soothing for your nervous system, and it will also help to regulate. Number 10 is hydrate well. Staying hydrated is essential for the body's functions, including nerve function and stress regulation. So make sure you're drinking water throughout the day. I would say try drinking coconut water when you can, and add some electrolytes in there too. Your nervous system doesn't just control your body, it holds the power to shape your reality. So become obsessed with regulating it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Let me know in the comment section down below what videos you'd like to see next, and I will see you in my next one.